promise to do my best.
This program is designed for volunteer leaders and parents of boys in a Cub Scout or Boy Scout program, as well as any individual concerned with the safety and well-being of youth. Youth protection begins with you. We appreciate you being a part of helping keep our youth as safe as possible. Adult volunteer leaders must complete this training and retake the training every 2 years to remain current. If your youth protection training is not current at the time your unit recharters, you will not be re-registered. After completing this session, which will take about 30 minutes, you should know and be able to identify the Boy Scouts of America youth protection policies, as well as follow reporting procedures for policy violations or suspected abuse. A special note about parents. Parents are involved in the protection of their children in a variety of ways, including being involved in their children's scouting activities. All parents receive important information concerning the scouting program, as well as its youth protection program policies, as part of their children's membership application. In addition, we strongly recommend all leaders encourage parents to take BSA youth protection training. This information is provided to help you detect any violations of the BSA's youth protection policies. Every Boy Scout Council employs a full-time staff member known as a Scout Executive, who, along with other representatives of the Council, makes the scouting program known and available to chartered organizations so youth may have the benefit of the scouting program. Any violations or concerns should be immediately called to the attention of the chartered organization or the unit committee or the adult in charge of the specific event or activity, and to the Scout Executive or his designee. Parents also need to review and discuss with their child the booklet, How to Protect Your Children from Child Abuse and Drug Abuse, a Parent's Guide, inserted in every Boy Scout and Cub Scout handbook. Remember, youth protection begins with you. Your knowledge and awareness of BSA's youth protection policies, barriers to abuse, and mandatory reporting of child abuse will help make scouting safer for everyone. Child abuse is a significant societal problem, harming not only the victims and their families, but also causing negative impacts on youth-serving organizations and our communities. Abusers are often not strangers to their victims, typically do not have a criminal record, and may even be a friend, family member, other trusted adult, or even a scout leader. This training program focuses on BSA-developed youth protection policies, the rules we follow to eliminate or reduce the opportunities for abuse to occur within scouting. You can find the youth protection policies online at scouting.org under the Youth Protection tab or in the Guide to Safe Scouting, available online or in your local scout shop. Youth protection is an important part of planning for every scouting activity.
Rules, okay? So rule number 1 is no fighting.
The policies take into account the kinds of activities included in scouting and how those activities could present an opportunity for abuse by adults or youth. These policies serve to protect our youth and adult members. You should take action immediately to stop any observed violation of a youth protection policy. In addition, report the violation right away to the designated leader of the activity. Also, report the violation to your local Scout Executive as soon as possible. Here's how this session works. We cover a few policies at a time, then ask you to answer some questions, and sometimes assess a staged scenario featuring a particular policy violation. The last section explains reporting procedures. All adults, regardless of whether they are registered, must adhere to the BSA's youth protection policies when engaged in scouting activities or outings. Let's get started with what we mean by the term adequate supervision. A pair of policies addresses the concept, too deep leadership and no one-on-one contact. Too deep leadership calls for a minimum of 2 registered adult leaders or 1 registered adult leader and a parent of a participant or other adult to be present on all trips and outings. One of the 2 must be 21 years of age or older. Too deep leadership creates obvious barriers to abuse, as the adults monitor one another's behavior. In addition, too deep leadership provides protection to adults. The related policy, no one-on-one contact, prevents youth from being isolated with an adult. When situations call for private conversations or personal conferences, the talks may be conducted out of earshot, but must be in full view of other adults and youth. The no one-on-one contact policy even applies to meetings with merit badge counselors and Scoutmaster conferences, so please plan accordingly. Respect of privacy, the next policy, also extends to all facets of Scouting. Scouting features lots of outdoor activities, including situations such as changing clothes and taking showers at camp. Respect the privacy of youth members in all such situations. Adults should protect their own privacy as well. Intruding on the privacy of youth should only occur when required to maintain the health and safety of the Scouts.